So hello everybody and welcome to tonight's final game of the 2023 NYCBL season for the Hornell Steamers. They face off against the Olean. Sorry, I'm looking through a bag here for my glasses and I didn't bring them. I can't believe it. The Olean Oilers. And we have Santa going off to Santa in July. What do they say? Christmas in July. Throw the first pitch. And there it is. So looking at the current standings of the NYCBL, Olean has taken the Western Division, obviously, so playoff bound them Dansville and Genesee. In the playoffs, the Steamers missed the playoffs at 14 and 24. Thanking John down there. So on the mound for Hornell, Liam Eshelman from Victor, New York, goes to Monroe Community College.
Tonight's baseballs are sponsored by the families of H.P. Smith & Sons in memory of Tom Smith. Tom was an avid supporter of local sports, and on his behalf, the Smith family wishes the Steamers a successful 23 season.
I want to thank everybody for joining me on the NYCBL app, and as well as Peisch Sports YouTube channel. I get basically about a month off now until Hornell High School kicks into gear with soccer starting first here the last week in August. And then Hornell football as well as swimming and cross-country track. We'll be streaming all those this year and more, so be on the lookout for that. I want to thank everybody for joining. I want to thank my advertisers. Without them, I do not get paid by anybody but my advertisers, so I really appreciate all they've done for me over the years that allows me to bring this to you guys. So we'll keep track only, and like I said, on their way to playoffs. They get a bye, and Genesee, I'll go back to take a quick peek. Genesee will play Dansville in the first round of the playoffs. I think it's a 3-game playoff, I believe. I can't remember. Steamers were in the playoffs last year, but I can never remember from all the games and stuff I do how the playoffs go between each leagues and stuff. So, anyways, so leading things off is number 24, Blaze Zelders.
Leading off for the Oilers, the right fielder number 24 from Lockhaven University, Blaze Zeiders.
Zeiders. I called them Zelders, but Zeiders. It's like me being Stojanovic instead of Stojanovic. I like putting L's in people's names for some reason.
Fans, please return all foul balls that stay inside the stadium to the Steamer dugout.
Quickly 0-2 to Zeiders. Zeiders from Frenchville, PA, goes to Lockhaven. This one lifted. It's now the first out. That's Matt Wessels playing center field for the Steamers. Kevin Riley. See, I did say that name right. He does have 2 L's in his name. Plymouth Meeting, PA. He goes to Binghamton. He's a Bearcat. Binghamton Bearcats. About an hour and a half east of here, down Route 86, Interstate 86. This one popped up. Burns backtracking a little bit. But coming in is Sellers. I took my eyes off. What happened here? Must have been a drop ball.
Now batting the left fielder, number 19 from St. Louis University, Sam Polk.
Oh, he didn't grip it. 2 hands, bud. In that situation, always 2 hands. Some of the basics of baseball has gone by the wayside. Too many people watching Major League Baseball, and then we see it. It's happened a lot in Major League Baseball over the last few years too. Drop, pop flies, and that's it. They're not using both hands. I know I'm 55 years old, and maybe things are just changing, but I don't know. I just can't imagine the basics. This one's going to go over the head. And this is where like an error like that can open the door to a big inning.
Now batting the first base, number 30 from Rider University, Chase Fisher.
Watch the chopper there. Just hit it enough force to go over Burns' head. This is Chase Fisher. Fisher from Aringos, New Jersey, who was the rider. This one's up. Wessels charges. It's going to drop in. Cut off. Nice cut off.
Now batting the designated hitter, number 11 from Compensation.
But I tell you, if errors open the door for that run. In that case, you know, when we're talking about Sellers coming over there, he should, you know, put his hand under the glove. Kind of protects that from happening. That's what we were taught. I only played baseball for 1 year as a youth, but I remember them teaching some of those basics. But that was 40 years ago. Another one. It's going to be a run. Nobody uses 2 hands really anymore, but that's all right. Well,
now batting the shortstop, number 1 from Herkimer County Community College, Kendall Haney.
Foul ball. Burns over toward it. Good job. That's the third out.
2 runs on, 2 hits. There's 1 error, 1 man left on base. After having a play on the Ryan HC scoreboard, Oilers 2, Steamers coming back.
Today's game brought to you by Strobel Supply, 40 Shawmut Industrial Park in Hornell. Distribution, liquid paint application, and Presidium floor coating. Presidium floor coating is the new coating you're going to see on all commuter buses and passenger trains and stuff. It's the thing of the future. It's right here in Hornell. St. James Hospital, Dr. Olean Mansour, sports medicine physician. He's an orthopedic surgeon. Injured, he's got you covered. 607-385-3740. Dr. Olean Mansour. First Heritage Federal Credit Union, open an Apex checking account, a checking account that pays you. That's earn cashback rewards for an ATM fees refunded. Do you Apex? I do. Stop at one of their several locations throughout the southern tier of Hornell, or of New York. The Dagan Funeral Home, 38 Church Street in Hornell. Cremation service is only $16.95 plus crematory fee. Thanks Jim Dagan, Laura Pico at the Dagan Funeral Home. The Dagan Funeral Home, the lowest cremation services around. Connors and Ferris, your workers' comp attorney's offices in Buffalo, Rochester, New York City. Call 585-262-COMP. Greg Connors. Connors and Ferris. Proud supporters of the Bills, the Sabres, and your Hornell Steamers. Connors and Ferris. Simmons and Rockwell Ford and Simmons and Rockwell Nissan, right across the street from each other. Make car buying simple when you drive your deal at Simmons and Rockwell Nissan and Ford. Stop up, check out over 300 new and used vehicles on the lots up there in North Hornell. MysticMedia.com, your small business digital success partner. Web development, search optimization, blog content, and so much more. Log on to MysticMedia.com. Mystic Media. Thanks, Jim Moore at Mystic Media. And Butler Excavating and Concrete, City View Towing, Transport, and Auto Repair, Construction, Destruction. They have to do tear downs and build back up, reconstruction, construction construction for housing and developments, etc. Driveways, sidewalks, they can do it all. Thanks, everybody. So Blake Frank pitching. Blake Frank from Franklinville. Wonder if it's, I'm going to say named after maybe his family. So Ryan Hill leads things off from Webster, New York. 1-1 from Frank. Bottom of the first, 1-2 to Hill. Hill batting .276 on the season. It's he's been kind of a streaky season. Foul tips that one off. He's got 1 home run, 16 RBIs. That's outside, 2-2. This one popped up. Nice play by Fisher.
Now batting the second baseman, number 29 from North Park University, Justin Swanson.
So Justin Swanson from Johnson Creek, Wisconsin, goes to North Park. It's outside, 2-0. Three and 0. And a 4-pitch walk. So Swanson is on base with 1 out.
Now batting the left fielder number 25 from SUNY Fredonia, Tyler Curtis.
So Tyler Curtis. There's a strike. Plenty of time. Swanson. Little trip to the mound here. Two and 1. Curtis batting .336 on the season. This one lifted. Coming in for is Polk, Sam Polk, for the second out.
Now batting the designated hitter, number 14 from Central Connecticut State University, Robert Chesney.
Chesney from Malvern, New York. I mentioned the last game that I got a phone call from Malvern, New York. All of a sudden, I don't even know where it is. And I'm thinking maybe it's one of his relatives or something to ask me a question about streaming or whatever. But of course, it wasn't. It was a spam call. Asking if I still qualify for some sort of refund and tax credit or something. I don't know. One and 1. One and 2. That just inside. It looked like it hit the corner, but it didn't. 2 and 2. Some of the fans giving some ease and awes and boos. That's outside. So Swanson at second, 2 outs, full count. To Chesney. And walked him. So coming up now, Tim Burns. His mother is sitting right near me. Pops one foul. It's going to be out of play. Like I said, I thought it was odd that all year nobody has put a ball on top of these dugouts and their metal roofs. They've hit the metal roof of the stadium plenty of times. Of course, it's huge. This one lifted. And it's gone. Home run with his mom in attendance. Look at her, all smiles. Good job, Tim. Like I said, he became one of my favorite players this year. Good kid. I always talk to him once in a while. And
now batting the catcher, number 20 from Siena College, Noah Brooks.
So that actually puts Hornell ahead by 1. That was a 3-run shot by Burns. It made it worth the trip, huh? Mother comes up from Florida, made it worth the trip, I said to her. This is Noah Brooks from Palmyra, New York. Be nice, Hornell. Finishing on a high note here today, or the season, should say, and today, of course. Brooks fouls one. 2-2. And strikes him out for the 3rd out. Hornell does score 3 runs on Tim Burns' blast. Awesome. We'll be back.
Steamers 3, Oilers 2. The Steamer organization would like to thank all their host families for their really
Ryan Agencies, your locally invested independent insurance agency. The Ryan Agency supports local students and athletes. They appreciate dedication, teamwork, and hometown pride. That's why they give back, sponsoring many youth academic and sports activities. The Ryan Agencies, your hometown supporter and source for all things insurance.
Insurance protection you can rely on. The Ryan Agency.
When it comes to workers' comp, things can change quickly.
The only way to make sure your rights are protected is to have a trusted, committed attorney on your side.
An attorney who has devoted their career to helping injured workers.
Someone to fight for the money and medical benefits you deserve.
The only person on your side
is the attorney at your side.
Connors and Ferris, your workers' comp attorneys.
Traditional checking accounts are old news. So what are you waiting for? Reach new heights with Apex Rewards checking from First Heritage Federal Credit Union. Apex gives you the option to choose between cash back or high interest with a free checking account that pays you. Plus, ATM fees get refunded. Choose your rewards at fhfcu.org and get one step closer to achieving your financial goals.
Welcome back. Brett Warden leading things off from Yorktown Heights, New York. Goes to Elmira College. Here's a strike, 1-1. Two and two. Eshelman on the mound here for Steamers. This one popped up. In and out. Nice play by Curtis.
Now batting the second base, number 20 from Iona University in Phoenix, Bowman.
Bowman to Wappingers Falls, New York, or from Wappingers Falls. And got him.
Now batting the center fielder, number 10 from Gannon University, Cam Marciniak.
Cam Marciniak from Johnsonburg, PA. Nice play by Hill.
2 runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. After 1.5 innings of play, on the Ryan Agency scoreboard, Steamers 3, Oilers 2.
Today's game is brought to you by Dr. John Wyan, Dr. Rich Jakowski, Wyan Chiropractic Associates, 20 Park Drive in Hornell, 324-7246, specializing in back and neck pain, headaches, all your spine care needs. Thanks, Wyan Chiropractic, 324-7246. John and Dagan, General and Trial Practice, proudly serving the Southern Tier since 1989. Call 324-6690 for John and Dagan. John and Dagan, attorney at Law, Corners of Church and Genesee Street. And by the Ryan Agencies, Hornell, Jasper, and Wallsville. 3 great locations to serve you better.
He's a member of the 2012 NYCBL championship team and a member of the 2013 team. And he's a current member of the Mets organization, Connor Gray.
Connor Gray is here. I'm not sure where he is. Part of the Mets organization. if I'm not mistaken, he lives west of here, past Bingham or past Jamestown, or in the Jamestown area, if I'm not mistaken. I didn't realize he was going to be here, so I didn't call up any information about him. But if I'm not mistaken, he's from that area, but played with the Hornell Dodgers when they were the Hornell Dodgers before they changed their name. Today's game brought to you by Giglio's Plumbing and Heating and Cooling, 382-0836. Chad Giglio, 24-hour-day emergency service, fully bonded and insured. It's Giglio's Plumbing, Heating and Cooling. Giglio's.
The right fielder, number 33 from Alfred State College, Bobby Sellers.
Oh, he's currently with the Mets organization. What's he doing here? Don't they have games going on? Not the Mets themselves, but if he's with the organization, I'll have to do a little research. He actually, when they said he was with the Mets organization, he actually came up and suited up for the New York Mets. So he made it to the highest level. He made it to the major leagues. And I'm not sure if he got in, though. He was on the opening, or not the opening day roster, but a game roster for a couple games. I can't remember what year it was. It was last year or 2 years ago, I remember. So now I can actually put him in as, I always thought the one player that played here, Rajay Davis, was the last major leaguer that played for the Dodgers, or to play in the major league, I'm sorry, and he played for the Mets as well. Rajay Davis, and I've told that story, went to a game when Jacob deGrom was pitching for the Mets 3 or 4 years ago, and Rajay Davis had the winning hit, had a base-clearing 3-run double, and the Mets run 3-0 to give the win to Jacob deGrom. And Rajay Davis played here, I believe in 2000 or 2001. He was famous. He hit a reverse. I start talking and know where I'm going, but I'm trying to pay attention to what's going on in the game here, and I get kind of confused. So I apologize. I'll bring that up in just a second. Reverse cycle, that's what I was trying to say. Oh, and he bobbled it. Oh, nice hustle, though. Nice try by Sellers.
Now batting the center fielder, number 22 from Iona University.
And when I say hit for reverse cycle, he had a home run first, triple, double, and then had a hit in a game in that order. I'm not sure how big of a thing that really is, but I always think it's pretty amazing. Obviously, it's just by chance. This single is obviously the easiest to get to hit. So you would think that would be first or at least second in your bid for it. And strike three. So Wessels goes down. At least he went down swinging. Don't they always say that? He went down swinging as one of the... If you're going to go down swinging. Tim McClare up from Macedon, goes to Brockport. McClare batting 129. So they do have batting in the 9th spot in the lineup.
No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. After 2 innings of play on the Ryan Agency scoreboard.
We'll be back.
Shop, finance, and buy your next car all online. With a new shopping experience at your fingertips, make car buying simple when you drive your deal at Simmons Rockwell Nissan in Horseheads and Hornell.
Hi, I'm Laura Dagan-Pico, and along with my father, Jim Dagan, operate the Dagan Funeral Home here in Hornell.
The Dagan Funeral Home is a large, spacious, handicap-accessible facility with a seating capacity of 150 people, along with a separate family room for entertaining children. We also offer DVD memorial tributes, which continually show photographs and movies of your loved one's life on 2 beautiful flat-screen TVs.
The Dagan Funeral Home, 5 generations of the Dagan family serving your family.
When it comes to making plans, you are the best. Remember the best planned 90 minutes of your life? Or that surprise party for your parents' golden anniversary? You get the golden planning. The same way you plan each detail for those moments, start planning to protect you and your loved ones from a natural disaster. Sign up for local weather and emergency alerts. Prepare an emergency kit and make a family communications plan. Protecting your family is the best plan you can make.
Concerned about the cost of your insurance? The Ryan agencies sift through quotes from many companies to uncover your best insurance value. You'd be surprised at the savings we can find. Let's just talk. What's there to lose? The Ryan agencies, your local insurance inflation fighters.
Insurance protection you can rely on. The Ryan Agency.
So welcome back. Sorry about that. Blaze Zeiters, one pitch pops up out of bounds, out of play. Well, not out of play. Foul ground and is out. Kevin Riley reached on an error. His first at bat. Popped.
In doing the you do, if you're hurt, we'll help you through.
Don't be fooled. Video hearings are as critical as appearing in person.
Make sure your rights are protected.
Sorry we lost you there, but there was 3 quick outs, so I'm not sure we lost the stream momentarily, which happens. So we go to the bottom of the 3rd. We'll get ourselves reset here and come back on the air shortly.
We're going to have innings of play on the Ryan AC scoreboard. Steamers 3, Oilers 2.
Shop, finance, and buy your next car all online. With a new shopping experience at your fingertips, make car buying simple when you drive your deal at Simmons Rockwell Nissan in Horseheads and Hornell.
Hi, I'm Laura Dagan-Pico, and along with my father, Jim Dagan, operate the Dagan Funeral Home here in Hornell.
The Dagan Funeral Home is a large, spacious, handicap-accessible facility with a seating capacity of 150 people, along with a separate family room for entertaining children. We also offer DVD memorial tributes, which continually show photographs and movies of your loved one's life on 2 beautiful flat-screen TVs.
The Dagan Funeral Home, 5 generations of the Dagan family serving your family.
When it comes to making plans, you are the best. Remember the best planned 90 minutes of your life? Or that surprise party for your parents' golden anniversary? You get the golden planning. The same way you plan each detail for those moments, start planning to protect you and your loved ones from a natural disaster. Sign up for local weather and emergency alerts. Prepare an emergency kit and make a family communications plan. Protecting your family is the best plan you can make.
So Ryan Hill leads things off here, bottom of the 3rd. Again, apologize we lost you. It's not a perfect such a system anymore, or it hasn't been, obviously. I remember my first year of streaming, getting anywhere that you were using a mobile hotspot, first of all, was almost impossible. You get, a lot of cuts and bumpiness and whatever, but then even hooking up into a Wi-Fi or a hardwire system, internet system wasn't the best either. So they've come a long way, but so that was a perfect example that not everything always is perfect. Nice play. That time, 3rd baseman Warden.
Now batting to second baseman number 29, Justin Swanson.
So 1 down here, bottom of the 3rd. Just went back and looked at my messages, and because I did bring up I wasn't sure how the playoff system worked, even though I've done this for 6 years here. It's a 1-game playoff on, I think, Sharon Carlson, I'm sorry. That's why I don't have my glasses on. Sharon, sorry. That's a 1-game playoff on Monday. Olean will then play the winner for a 3-game Western Division playoffs to send them to the championship series. So Dansville and Genesee will play each other in the 1-game playoff. On Monday.
Now batting the left fielder number 25, Tyler Curtis.
So a walk by Swanson, his 2nd walk of the game. Brings up Tyler Curtis. Yeah, it must have, the internet actually kicked off. That's what the problem was there, because my phone went off too, I see. And that's on the Wi-Fi part of this. I'm hardwired, and then there's a Wi-Fi actually for it too, so that's an easy push off. That was beyond my control. It's a great excuse. Nobody cares. They just want their stream. You know, it's funny too, the system here at the stadium, there's an actual bridge to the school, which means it's actual transmitted from the school to here and back. There's no hard wire to the school system, but the bridges are great. There's a bridge at the football stadium over to our right here too as well, and that works great. Now this is going to be fair. Slow roller. Wow, what a play.
Now batting the designated hitter number 14, Robert Chesney.
Nice play. Warden, wow. Off balance throw, beautiful job. I think I shouldn't have yelled, he's out. Nice hustle. Let's see if they give that an error.
Now batting the first baseman, number 35, Tim Burns.
He would have been out. Yeah, it's got to be an error. Yep, it is. Doesn't matter how you get on. That's Chesney got on with a walk, his first at bat, and that time by an error. Brings up Burns, who hit a 3-run shot. Gets a hold of this one on the ground, though, and that's going to be an out. Close. Burns really hustled, too. Let's see.
After creating the play on the Ryan AC scoreboard, Steamers 3, Oilers 2.
Nice scoop up that time. Wow, it looked like Burns was safe, didn't it? By the time that ball...
Concerned about the cost of your insurance? The Ryan agencies sift through quotes from many companies to uncover your best insurance value. You'd be surprised at the savings we can find. Let's just talk. What's there to lose? The Ryan agencies, your local insurance inflation fighters.
Insurance protection you can rely on. The Ryan Agency. In doing the work you do, if you're hurt, we'll help you through.
Don't be fooled. Video hearings are as critical as appearing in person.
Make sure your rights are protected.
Your employer has trained specialists on their side.
And the judges work for New York State.
The only person on your side
is the attorney at your side.
Connors and Ferris, your workers' comp attorneys.
Severe weather can strike anytime, anywhere, but there's a simple way to stay safe. Hey, Jim Cantori here. I stay safe in dangerous weather by planning ahead. You can stay safe too with a few easy steps. Build an inexpensive kit with supplies for your family's needs. Write down important information like phone numbers and medications. Always talk with your family and remember any pets in your planning. Be ready, be safe. Start your plan today at ready.gov/plan.
Haney up. This one lifted. Wessel's back on it.
Now batting the third baseman, number 4, Brett Warden.
Brett Warden popped out to left. 0 for 1 today. Ooh, wonder what happened there.
Now batting the second baseman, number 20, Phoenix Bowman.
I just happened to go check on the service that sends the stream to the NYCBL. Hopefully it didn't go. Hopefully you guys still were able to watch the game. I didn't realize but it didn't affect, and it sends the stream to YouTube too. But that seemed to be all right. So I'm assuming we didn't lose any. Hopefully didn't lose anything. Because the computer system that I have here too is also on the internet. That went down momentarily as well, and we lost everything else. So it doesn't happen that often, surprisingly. I think that was the first time this year we've lost internet here. This one lifted. See how you can always use two hands when you drop it, but plays like that, I don't think I'll ever bring that two-hand thing up again. Oh, I know why. This wire keeps getting hit, I think. So I had a problem with the wiring here. So it wasn't the school's fault, it was my wiring. I just noticed it when I was moving the camera system, the strain on the wire, so I apologize. Anyways, today's game brought to you by Dr. Pat Pico, MD, 15 Loader Street, 585-596, 4129, providing quality care to the residents of Steuben, Allegheny Counties for over 25 years. Dr. Pat Pico, Dr. Pico. And by the Italian Villa, 196 Seneca Street. The best Italian cuisine around is at the Italian Villa. Right down the street from the baseball stadium here on Seneca Street. The Italian Villa. Over 60 years, the Argenteri family has owned that and brought you that best food. Apex Chiropractic, helping you achieve new heights in wellness. Dr. Joseph McKay is a professor of nutrition and a professional natural bodybuilder. Apex Chiropractic, 382-3751. Apex. Again, looking at the standings coming in today. We have a full slate of games, though, so I'm not sure. The standings obviously will change, and some might have changed since we've come on the air and since this graphic has been posted here. So you can see Olean in the top with 25 wins, 15 losses, Hornell 14 and 24.
Catcher number 20, Noah Brooks.
Noah Brooks up. Brooks, that one's foul out of play. One and one. Broken bat. Everybody gives a nice awe about that. I like how everyone will inspect it now. Oh, he didn't. He just threw it. When it's stuck in the ground. Usually everyone kind of looks at the bat to see how it broke.
Now batting the right fielder number 33, Bobby Sellers.
Two and one. Sellers 0 for 1, grounded out to first base. Two and two on a ball that was started out nice pitch and then it kind of dove down. Sellers caught off guard that time. Sellers lifts this one. Second out. As we cruise right along. Hope I did update that.
Matthew Russell.
At bottom of the fourth, I want to make sure I have the right scoreboard listed. Been kind of quiet the last 3 innings here. 2 runs by Olean scored in the top of the first inning to start things off, and then bottom of the third, the Steamers tacked on 3 runs with the 3-run home run by Tim Burns, all-star Tim Burns. That's outside. This is center fielder Matt Wessels. Third out. Just like that, third out. Actually, I do not think we've had a hit since the first inning. We'll be back.
Are you still looking for a truck? Simmons Rockwell is your pre-owned truck headquarters with over 400 late model, low mileage trucks available across 5 locations. Stop searching empty lots and visit Simmons-Rockwell.com now to view hundreds of quality, pre-owned trucks you can drive home today. Make car buying simple when you click Drive Your Deal on hundreds of pre-owned trucks at Simmons-Rockwell.com.
Hi, I'm Jim Dagan, and along with my daughter Laura, own and operate the Dagan Funeral Home here in Hornell.
The Dagan Funeral Home was established way back in 1883 by my great-great-grandfather and is the oldest family-owned funeral home in the area. We offer traditional funerals for all faiths as well as low-cost cremation services, and we will be happy to assist you with pre-planning and inflation-proof financing.
The Dagan Funeral Home, 5 generations of the Dagan family serving your family.
Cam Marciniak up. Marciniak 0 for 1. Gonna fall in. So Marciniak on with a hit.
Now batting the right fielder number 24, Blaze Zeiders.
Zeiders up. So top of the order, Blaze Zeiders, who has 2 pop-outs, 0 for 2 today. Nice double play.
Now batting the catcher number 12, Kevin Riley.
Hey, did you yell at those kids? Never mind. That's going to be a base hit. So we've had a couple hits here when I said we've been kind of dry with hits. Ooh, that one went right into the dugout. One and one. Eshelman still on the mound here, pitching for the Steamers. Base hit. Third base hit of this inning. Missed the cutoff man horribly.
Now batting the first baseman, number 30, Chase Fisher.
So Sam Polk with the hit. When are you drawing the yearly?
I gotta get through this part first. I haven't even counted money up for that yet.
Oh boy.
It's not gonna be as big as last year.
Well, I didn't win it last year. 2 years ago, I think. Sellers underneath it. Nice play.
No runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on base. After 4.5 innings of play on the Ryan Agency scoreboard, Steamers 3, Oilers 2.
Go to the bottom of the 5th. So Tim McClare up. Like I said, a beautiful 74 degrees, clear skies. Over the Maple City. Nice dive. He has played exceptional. That's a Warden, I'm telling you. I'd be telling you. He's made some great plays at third.
Now batting the third baseman, number 10, Ryan Hill.
Brett Warden. Yorktown Heights.
Now batting the second baseman, number 29, Justin Swanson.
Two down here, Swanson up. It's going to be a base hit. So Justin Swanson with a 2-out hit.
Now batting the left fielder, number 25, Tyler Curtis.
Tyler Curtis up. So this is interesting. I was looking up, we mentioned Connor Gray is in attendance here today. Plays in the New York Mets organization. And I'll tell you about that in just a second. He played here for the Dodgers back in 2012 and 2013. Says he is currently a phantom ball player, having spent 5 days on the Mets. He was on the Mets, like I said, active roster without appearing in a major league game. So he was at Citi Field on their roster for those 5 games and didn't make an appearance. They call that a phantom ball player. I never heard that before. He's 29. Yeah, he's from Frewsburg, New York, which is just to the west of here. And that's interesting. Never heard that. Went to St. Bonaventure. That's just that's between here and Frewsburg. Bonaventure Division I, plays in the Atlantic 10, I think, in baseball. I know they're Division I, but sometimes, yeah, it's definitely Atlantic 10. And that one overthrown. So a runner in scoring position. One of the few mistakes Riley has made. Tyler Curtis. So to give you a little bit, Connor Gray was drafted by the Arizona Diamondbacks in the 20th round of the 2016 MLB draft, made his professional debut in 2016 for the Mescula Osprey. Gray played in the Diamondback minor league system from 2016 to 19. And then in 2020, during the season which Gray did not play with the MLB season, canceled due to COVID. The Diamondbacks released him, making him a free agent. Pretty interesting. So in August of 2022, Gray's contract was selected by the Mets. He was promoted to the active roster of the New York Mets. What an exciting day that must have been for him. I would like to talk to him. And he warmed up in the game against the New York Yankees, but did not enter the game. And he was optioned back to AAA without making an appearance in the Mets.
Chesney.
Oh, so he's injured. That's why he's not. He's with the Mets, but he's out on injured reserve. He has a partial tear of his ulnar collateral ligaments. Which is part of the knee, apparently. I can't tell. Elbow joint, okay. That's not good when he's a pitcher. And if I'm not mistaken, I think I was at that game that he warmed up. No, I wasn't. I apologize. I wasn't at that game. Because I've never seen the Mets play the Yankees. Although I may go down Wednesday and see them play this week. Wow, nice play. Beautiful play coming over as Haney.
No runs, 1 hit, 1 error. 2 men left on base. After 5 innings of play on the NYCBL scoreboard, Steamers 3, Oilers 2. Striking out the sixth for the Oilers, the designated hitter number 11, Corey Smith.
So top of the sixth we go. Nice play by Burns.
Now batting the shortstop, number 1, Kendall Haney.
Haney lifts it. Swanson backs up. Second out.
Now batting the third baseman, number 4, Brett Warden.
So to give you a rundown of some of the other scores here, right after Warden takes his first pitch. There's some finals. 3 finals today already. Syracuse Saltcats defeated Sherrill 9-6. Cortland defeated the Rochester Ridgemen 3-1. And the Saltcats lost to Sherrill 11-7 in the doubleheader there. The other doubleheader, Cortland shut out Rochester 2-0. Not sure if Rochester is kind of just sitting people. Now losing the doubleheader, getting ready. Probably didn't have any pitcher of great record in there for them today. The only other live game today, Genesee and Horseheads are squaring off. Genesee is winning 8-3 in bottom of the 5th over the Horsehead Hitmen, and the poor Horsehead Hitmen have lost, I think, 14 games in a row. Tough year for the Hitmen. Overlooking the East and West divisions, Hornell the third worst, I guess you'd want to say, out of 10 teams. So they're 7th, or they're 8th, I'm sorry, out of 10 teams. This one poked. Nice play.
No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. After 5.5 innings of play on the Ryan AC scoreboard.
So we go to the bottom of the 6th.
Oilers 2.
Today's game brought to you by Strobel Supply, 40 Shelma Industrial Park, 324-1721. Thanks, Strobel Supply, for all your support this season. This is really the last day, I really say, of the 2022 and 2023 season. And everything kind of picks up late August now for the new school year is kind of how I base things, how I do my pricing and new advertising and new graphics and stuff like that. I kind of work on that through August and get things set for the season. So I want to thank St. James Hospital for all your support this year as well. Andrew Wilhelm and Dr. Andrew Wilhelm and Dr. Ellie Mansour, they're sports medicine physicians right up here at St. James Hospital. First Heritage Federal Credit Union, open an Apex checking account, a checking account that pays you. That's right, you earn cash back rewards. Foreign ATM fees refunded. Do you Apex? I do. First Heritage Federal Credit Union. The Dagan Funeral Home, a longtime supporter as well. Thanks, Jim Dagan. Laura Pico, lowest cremation services at $16.95 plus the crematory fee. The Dagan Funeral Home And Connors and Ferris, your workers' comp attorneys, offices in Buffalo, Rochester, New York City. Call 585-262-COMP for Connors and Ferris. Simmons and Rockwell Ford, Simmons and Rockwell Nissan. Right up, if you go up that highway that's right here, where that car's heading, you'll head and go right by Simmons and Rockwell.
Leading off the sixth for the Steamers, the first baseman, number 35, Tim Burns.
So Tim Burns, who hit the 3-run home run in the first inning, counting for the 3 runs this game for the Steamers. Looked like he was going to wind up and hit that one. Burns hits one right into the glove. Beautiful job that time. Bowman.
Now batting the catcher, number 20, Noah Brooks.
Ooh, I had to sneeze, sorry. So 1 pitch, 1 out. Noah Brooks up now. It's going to be sad, you know, you learn these kids' names and they'll move on. A few of them I'll try to pay attention to as many as possible for next year. That's my plan, to kind of give you a rundown, since I already have their photographs and stuff this year and I didn't really utilize them like I wanted to. Next year I'll be able to give you kind of updates what they're doing in college and where they've gone on to, and Brooks will be one of them, obviously, because his history with the Pal Mac Red Raiders, Hornell, and they've always seemed to play each other in sectional play every year. This year being the biggest year, but due to circumstances. But it'll be fun to see how he does at Siena. Wish him all the success in the world. That one high, 1-2. Did he? Oh my goodness! I didn't. That was a great play, but I missed it. I apologize. I thought it had gotten by him. But that was a great play. Another one. Wow. That's why they're in first place. I'm telling you. Sorry I missed that. Let's see if I can at least see some of the beginning of it here. Yeah, see. Oh, you can see him spin around.
Bobby Sellers.
What a great play. Apologize. I missed it to his family and whoever, because that would have been a great highlight. Another one out of 3 or 4 highlights we've seen by Olean today. Sellers up. I shouldn't assume the ball's ever going to get through those two. It just looked like it was going to go between Haney and Warden, but Warden made a good play. Sellers 0 for 2 today. That one high, fastball 3-0. Walked him, 4-pitch walk. 4-pitch, 2-out walk.
Now batting the center fielder, number 22, Matthew Wessel.
Trip to the mound. Actually, forgot to mention that we do have a new pitcher in for the Oilers, Ryan Johnson from Lexington, Kentucky. Sorry, I didn't mention that earlier.
Can you pick that up on your phone?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, hold on.
That's all right.
That's First Heritage Credit Union 50 center. That's First Heritage
Matthew
Credit
Wessels.
Union 50 center.
That might have been Connor Gray, who walked right by me. The older gentleman, his father, I'm assuming, he has a Mets baseball cap on. And strike three. So we go to the seventh. We're now holding on to a 1-run lead.
No runs, no hits, no errors, and one man left
We'll be
on
back.
base. After 6 innings of play on the Ryan Agency scoreboard, Steamers 3, Oilers 2.
Someone started a fire around here.
Leading off the seventh for the Oilers, the second baseman number 20, Phoenix Bowman.
Test 1, 2.
Fighters.
Insurance protection you can rely on.
Phoenix Bowman. Sorry, we didn't have the right sound on. Probably doesn't matter. You've seen those ads so much. Oh, nice snow cone. And an overthrow. And Burns is a big dude. That one just couldn't be reached. So
Now
McClare.
batting is center fielder number 10, Cam Marciniak.
Chopper foul. Someone's getting pulled over. Yeah, have it right. Do it right in front of the stadium here. That's what I would want to do. You hear one of the people going. "Rear." If some of the police are telling him to move his vehicle, you're stopping the baseball game. I've never seen this before. Gonna tell him to pull up. No, he's saying the heck with it. Why don't you just shut your light or the side lights off? Oh, he's not. He's gonna still go over. But the baseball game, well, I guess they're gonna play it. Did you see him stop and go back? That was funny. That's something I guess the chief's going to have to put in his thing. No pulling people over. Or if you do, make sure they clear the area of the baseball. I mean, I don't know what they really do. But really, you don't need... You can actually shut off all your lights and just turn the back lights on so people stay clear, going around the car. I know you can do that. I've seen that done before. Kind of direction lights. So he wouldn't need those on. Nice hit. This is going to tie the ball game up. I'll take a trip to the mound. Eshelman has done a great job today. So looks like his season may end. Great job. Gives a little tat or so they're playing the cop song. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Come for you. Remember that? I remember that when that show came out 40 years ago. That was a big deal. Watching everyone watched Cops, and then I haven't really. I watched it maybe the first year, not every episode by any means, but then just got sick of it. I know there's a lot of idiot people around. If you don't have to see them getting arrested, I guess.
Or visit them at 20 Park Drive in Hornell.
So coming to the game for the Steamers, number 21, Bobby Bartlett. Here's Bartlett. What you gonna Of course,
The right fielder number 34, Michael Cole.
I always talk about I wish the police would be up here more often because of the idiots that like to gun their cars and, and even though it's 30 miles an hour up toward the bridge, supposedly, but they still don't care. They could get a lot of tickets up here. And they think it's a speedway on this highway sometimes. I think that's why they picked up this guy. Nice play. Nice play by Bartlett.
Now batting the catcher number 12, Kevin Riley.
Beautiful play by Bartlett. Beautiful position, too, by Burns that time. But, and I talked to Burns briefly after the last game because he played third. And obviously, right now, the last few games, when you're out of the playoffs, there's jostling of players where they're playing normally and stuff. And Burns did a great job at third as well. I said, is there anywhere you can't play? Of course, a lot of these guys have played multiple positions besides pitching on top of everything else. I'd like to see Burns pitch. Has Timmy ever pitched? Never pitched in high school or anything? Yeah. So asking his mom, he has pitched in Little League. I think everyone's pitched in Little League that's on this team. And couldn't hold up. 2 down.
That's a New York National Guard strikeout. Now batting the left fielder number 15, Sam Polk.
Sam Polk, 2 for 3. Sam is batting. Look at I just love watching these little kids they want autographs. Oh, just awesome. Absolutely awesome. That's going to brighten my day here. Oh, I can't see it. Oh, the camera won't go down low enough. Sorry. We'll get it in a second after this inning. So a walk. Let me see if I can see if I can get a shot of these kids now. There they are. Waiting for their ball to be returned. All the guys are signing it. There we go. That's awesome. I got to tell them to come over here and have Colin Gray sign it. He's been on the Major League roster. they're so excited. He goes, "Do you want the rest of the team to sign?" Could you jump them up and down? It's got to be exciting for the Steamer players and the Oiler players and all the players in the NYCBL to have kids sign autograph for kids and just see their smiling faces too. Look at them jumping up and down there. Oh, I'm sorry, I don't have a video of this. If they come up the stairs, I'm going to see if I can get them to go up. And here's the third strikeout. It's nice by Bartlett. Oh, they're not coming up here.
In doing the work you do, if you're hurt, we'll help you through.
Don't be fooled. Video hearings are as critical as appearing in person.
Make sure you're...
There we go. We're back on. Sorry about that. I lost you for a minute. So we're between the top going to the bottom of the seventh now, 3-3. If they don't win, it's a shame. Oh, it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. There we go. Up to the ball. There we go. Sorry, we lost you for a second.
Fans, get out your 50-50 tickets.
Time to get out the 50-50.
Tonight's ticket is worth $158. If you have a winning ticket, please come up to the press box to claim your prize. Tonight's winning number is 225016. 225016. If you have a winning ticket, please come up to the press box. Now pitching for the Oilers from John Carroll University, number 91, Owen Gerbaugh. Leading off the seventh for the Steamers, the shortstop, number 11, Tim McClare.
So McClare up. I mean, this whole valley is filled with smoke here. Someone's having a bonfire.
Now batting the third baseman, number 10, Ryan Hale.
Two and oh. Owen Gerba. Nice play.
Now batting the second baseman, number 29, Justin Swanson.
Are protected.
Your employer has trained specialists.
Whoops. Love his sidearm action. We've seen him pitch before this year. Gonna stay right on him for a second here. I would say that's a lot less stress on your arm. As I finished my sentence 30 seconds later. Sorry, I was looking down at.
First Heritage, that's the First Heritage Credit Union 50 center.
Walked him.
Now batting the left fielder, 25, Tyler Curtis.
Tyler Curtis. Batting .336. Next one popped out of play. Base hit. This is going to score a run. Going to be a play at the plate. Not in time, or gets away, I should say. Play at third.
Now batting, designated hitter number 14, Robert Chess.
So good job by Curtis. No, 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 no. Bump, 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 bump. So they're leaving Gerba in. So actually, when I just happened to think about the when we're talking about Connor Gray here, can we say he's a major league, or he's a? Oh, this one's a shot. Oh, nice stop, anyways, but tag up. Another run scores. I'm sorry, my camera work on that wasn't the best, but I had to, wasn't sure where everything was going. That's the problem. Just going to bring up Tim Burns. Hornell tacks down a couple runs here. The first 5 runs of the game happened in the first inning. 2 for Oilers, 3 for the Steamers. Now we've got 1 run in this inning for the Oilers and 2 runs so far for the Steamers with 1 out. Runners on second and third. Chesney on second. Curtis on third. Burns 1 for 3 with that 3-run RBI home run. Three RBI home run. And he walks this time.
Now batting the catcher, number 20, Noah Brooks.
So Noah Brooks up. That spider's back. You can see him climb, making a web. Brooks behind 0-2. Noah Brooks 0 for 3 so far today.
You guys want to play wall ball?
High and outside, full count. Nowhere to put him. Bases loaded, 1 out. If you're Brooks, what do you do? I'm sure he's got a green light. That even Brooks kind of froze for just a second as Gerber walks in a run, or Gerber walks in a run.
Right fielder number 33, Bobby Siller.
Swings through that one, 1-1. Two and one. Top of the 8th, Genesee Rapids 13, Horseheads 5. So Horseheads, I think, going on to, it would be their 15th straight loss to end the season. Another walk runs comes in, and that's going to be a change of
Fans, the winner
pitcher.
of tonight's elite membership drawing is Eric Paff. Eric Paff, you can pick up your prize at the souvenir stand.
I want to thank our advertisers, as always, Dr. Joseph McKay at Apex Chiropractic, helping you achieve new heights in wellness. Thanks, Dr. Joseph McKay, 44 Genesee Street in Hornell. He's a professor of nutrition and a professional natural bodybuilder. Apex. The Italian Villa 196, over 60 years of bringing you the best Italian cuisine, and the Argentieri family at the Italian Villa. Get all your favorites. They're open late tonight. Dr. Pat Pico, MD, 15 Loader Street, 585-596-4129, providing quality care to the residents of Steuben and Allegheny County for over 25 years. Dr. Pat Pico, Dr. Pico. Rustic Lux, 176 Seneca Street. Don't throw that piece of furniture away. For reloved, refurbished furniture, check out their huge showroom, too. Rustic Lux, actually right next door to the Italian Villa. And kitty corner from First Heritage. The Ryan Agencies, Hornell, Jasper, and Wellsville. Jeff Ryan, insurance protection you can rely on for home, auto, business, and more. the Ryan Agencies. John N. Dagan, attorney at law, 607-324-6690. All types of law from John N. Dagan. Proudly serving the Southern Tier since 1989. Thanks, John. Hawaiian Chiropractic Associates, over 30 years experience, back and neck pain, headaches, all your spine care needs. Call Dr. John Wyan, Dr. Richikowski at Hawaiian Chiropractic Associates. Butler Excavating and Concrete, City View Towing, Transport, and Auto Repair, 324-7400. Thanks, Brian Butler. Mike Hess, Daryl Howell, and the rest of the crew up there on the mountain. MysticMedia.com, your small business digital success partner, web development, search optimization, blog content, and so much more. Log into MysticMedia.com. Mystic Media, Jim Moore, Mystic Media. And Simmons and Rockwell Ford, Simmons and Rockwell Nissan, right across the street from each other. Top-notch sales service. Log on to Simmons and Rockwell Nissan of Hornell.com and Simmons and Rockwell Ford.com for all the latest. So on the mound, pitching for Olean has been away. Dale been away. 4 runs home here for the Steamers. Been away from Wappinger Falls. Ooh, oh no. That you could hear that hit bone. Sounded like a hit bone anyways. Let's see this again. You couldn't tell exactly where it hit him, but let's see if he's all right.
Fans, while we have a minute, we'd like to announce the name of our winner of our season-long Mega 50-50. Our winner is Kim Walsh. Kim Walsh, you've won our Mega 50-50 for the season.
How much was it? They didn't announce how much it was. The Mega. We want the Mega. Apparently he's all right. Now, for some reason, this digital scoring has stopped.
Now batting the
Yeah, resorted back to top of the 7th for some reason. So I'm on my own. I'm on my own. Wasn't that a song by Michael McDonald and, geez, who was the lady in it? Patti LaBelle. This wasn't how it was supposed to end. Without stats. Oh, now they've updated. Ooh, high and inside. McClare goes, what are you doing? This is a multi-base hit. Down third baseline, 2 runs home. Oh, third play at the plate. Not in time. 3 runs come home on that play. On that hit, I should say. Tim McClare.
Now batting the third baseman, number 10, Ryan.
Tell you, it's awesome to end on a high note here. If you're the Steamers and the players here, Olean's going to go on. They're a first seed and waits the winner of the first round of the playoffs between Rochester and Dansville. But Hornell, bottom of the 7th, with 8 runs home. This is kind of flip what we've seen for the season, as Hornell has done really, really good in the first 5 to 6 innings of every ball, not every ball game, but just about every ball game this season, but then have fallen apart later on. But this one's kind of a shift in the script. Second out. Does move McClare to third.
Now batting the second baseman, number 29, Justin Swanson.
So Swanson up. That one in the dirt. McClare threatening to come home that time from third. This has been a long bottom half of the 7th. 11 runs on 6 hits for the Steamers. 3 runs, 7 hits for the Oilers. This one cranked out of play, I believe. Yep. Swanson awaits the pitch from Benaway. Strike 2-2. Nice play again. Seen a lot of plays, Warden. We go to the 8th.
7 innings of play. On the Ryan Agency scoreboard, Steamers 11, Oilers 3. We would like to thank all of you for coming out all season long to all of our games. It's been
The Ryan Agencies, your locally invested independent insurance agency. The Ryan Agency supports local students and athletes. They appreciate dedication, teamwork, and hometown pride. That's why they give back, sponsoring many youth academic and sports activities. The Ryan Agencies, your hometown supporter and source for all things insurance.
Insurance protection you can rely on. The Ryan Agency.
When it comes to workers' comp, things can change quickly.
The only way to make sure your rights are protected is to have a trusted, committed attorney on your side.
An attorney who has devoted their career to helping injured workers.
Someone to fight for the money and medical benefits you deserve.
The only person on your side
is the attorney at your side.
Connors and Ferris, your workers' comp attorneys.
Traditional checking accounts are old news. So what are you waiting for? Reach new heights with Apex Rewards checking from First Heritage Federal Credit Union. Apex gives you the option to choose between cash back or high interest with a free checking account that pays you. Plus, ATM fees get refunded. Choose your rewards at FHFCU.org and get one step closer to achieving your financial goals.
He played for the Dodgers. He's injured right now, so he just came to get down to probably watch a game, him and his family. He's from Williamsburg, which is by Jamestown, I think. Yeah, wherever that is. Yeah, that's so he mentioned his name. I remember him when he was warming up against the Yankees. He was in the bullpen warming up to come into the game, but then the inning ended or something. He never got it. Anyways, okay, I'm getting the game, but I'll talk to you. What are you doing tonight? Anything? Okay, let me go. Come on. Bye. So top of the 8th.
Now batting the shortstop, number 1, Kendall Haney.
So Haney up now after Smith walked.
That's a First Heritage Credit Union 50 center.
Foul that one off. This is Haney. Full count. Bobby Bartlett pitching for the Steamers. Trying to see if the bat's broken, perhaps. Held for the strikeout.
That's a New York National Guard strikeout. Now batting the third baseman, number 4, Brett Warden.
So Brett Warden has done a great job fielding today. Warden pops one out of play. It's a First Heritage 50 center. Which means obviously if it makes it out of play, it's 50 cents for if a kid decides to chase the ball out of bounds. That one's low, 1-2. Warden 0 for 3 today. That one popped up on the roof.
Come on, let's go. Let's go.
Staying alive, 1-2.
Now batting the second baseman, number 20, Phoenix Bowman.
So 2 down. Bartlett thought he had his inning-ending strike. Full count now. Torrin Smith, the lone base runner for the Oilers. And there's strike 3 by Bartlett.
No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. After 7.5 innings of play on the Ryan Agency scoreboard, Steamers 11, Oilers 3.
Let's go to the bottom of the 8th.
I just wanted to take a second before we ended the 2023 season and wanted to thank my fellow board members who have worked tirelessly to bring you Hornell Steamers baseball this season. This was our 29th season, actually 29th year, but 28th season that we've had baseball here at Hornell, which is pretty, it's the longest running team in the league. It's a pretty great accomplishment. I wanted to thank Matt and Jamie Clark, Peggy Lynn Plank, Greg Hoyt, Chris McVine, Steve DeSanto, Bob and Julie Evans, Scott and Nancy Evans for all their hard work. I'd also like to thank our game day interns, all our season seat holders and sponsors. And finally, I try to do this every year because I'm not really a great dad or husband during the baseball season, but I wanted to thank my wife, Kate, and my kids, Braden and Emma, for letting me do this every year. So thank you again for another great season, and we look forward to celebrating 30 years in 2024.
So 29th year completing. Going on to the 30. Next here's a beautiful shot of the moon. You know, it's funny if you leave it on here long enough, you can actually, it's moving, obviously. As it rotates around the Earth. Wait a minute, does the Earth rotate around the moon, or is it the other way around? Look at, you can see it's almost touching the graphic. I haven't moved my camera, and that's how much it's moved. Let's see, it'll be touching the graphic here shortly. Isn't that amazing? Look at that. You can actually witness it moving.
Your attention, please. Now pitching.
There it goes. Wow.
From Rider University, number 16, Gavin Hawks.
Wait a minute. Is that someone moving on? I see someone walking. Oh well. Back to Earth and reality.
Melbourne State College, number 17, Gates Miller.
Wow, Gates Miller's actually batting. The pitcher. He's actually a very good batter too, and he makes contact. He did well for Hornell at the plate this year. He was a leadoff hitter for the Red Raiders in high school this year, so Gates gets a chance.
Your attention, please.
Jumped on the first pitch.
Never mind. Now batting, number 14, Robert Chesney.
You could hear that even they said they jumped on the first pitch, huh? I forget what his average in high school was, but like I said, he was a good leadoff hitter for Hornell. Oh my goodness. Overran. I don't think I've ever seen that before. I mean, he overran the play, or the ball, I guess. I don't know how you would describe it.
Your attention, please. Running at second base from Cooper College, number 16.
I'm glad their playoff lives aren't relying on the way they're playing in this game, because obviously it's not that important. They haven't.
From Utica University,
but
number 9, Jason Story.
So Story comes up. I mean, I would, you could, I just never seen that before. Like I said, I could see if the wind was of any kind of factor, but there's hardly no wind, if any. There's a base hit by Story. So Hornell scores another run as Slauson not what the problem is.
Now batting the catcher, number 20, Noah Brooks.
So does that count as a run or no? Safe, yeah.
Now batting the right fielder, number 33, Bobby Sellers.
I'm kind of confused at what happened at that last play because they didn't put a run on the board. Story advances to first, single to left. Slauson advances to third. Trace Lawson put out for out number 2. 1-5. Did they say he didn't touch third base? I think that's what I heard someone saying. They didn't appeal properly. Did he round third and not touch the base apparently? And there's a strikeout with a tag.
No runs, 2 hits.
So we go to the 9th. I'm going to go back.
To play on the Ryan HC scoreboard. Steamers 11, Oilers 3.
Going back a little bit here to see if I can see. That play, if I've noticed anything. I didn't have a replay of it because you only have 16 seconds to go back and get the original replay, but of that. Let's see what they say here. You don't see, but geez, it looked like he's saying he didn't tag. See it, Dan. He must have not have touched third, and they are calling him out. Yeah, they called him. I'm sorry, I'm looking at a replay from YouTube myself, but I zoomed in too much where you don't see him touch the base anyways. Oh, well. So that's why that's an out. So this is the top of the 9th. Getting jiggy with it here. So we are officially the last game being played of the regular season of the NYCBL. All the other games are final.
The Oilers, center fielder number 10, Cam Marciniak.
Cortland defeated Rochester 2-0. I think the last game was Genesee. Rapids defeated Horseheads 18-5. That was the last game before this one to end. This one might not end right away. Who knows? 8 runs here in the Could be in the top of the ninth. Hopefully not. There's a strike. I'm laughing at these kids below me. If anyone that's been here and seen where I set up, obviously I'm near the Steamers dugout, and the kids wait in line to get autographs. I wonder if it even went up, like I said, to get Connor Gray, who's actually been on a major league roster.
Now batting the right fielder, number 34.
Which I'm sure his parents saved. Maybe they got the lineup card or something. Would be kind of cool. Oh, no, he wouldn't have been in the lineup. That's right, just on the major league roster. Of course, he could have been, like I said, he was warming up to come in. He might have put his name down there and then scratched it off, but... So 2-1. This is Michael Cole. Michael Cole from Portville, New York. I've been to Portville several times. Goes to Niagara County Community College. Niagara has a really, really good baseball program. Plus, they have club baseball, too. It's one of those community colleges. You always see they breed baseball players. You know, it's really something and that's one on the list. As the temperature drops below 70. It's supposed to be 85 degrees tomorrow. So back-to-back walks here. Like I said, this game is not over.
Now batting the catcher, number 12, Kevin Riley.
Need a double play. I guess I just checked. It's 66 degrees now. Supposed to get down to 56 tonight. And then again, a high of tomorrow of 84. Oh boy. Just in time to the season's ending here. The temperature just keeps rising throughout the weekend to the 90s starting Wednesday. And I'm only looking at the forecast up until Friday. It's going to be 90 on Wednesday, 91 Thursday, 90 on Friday.
Now batting the left fielder, number 15, Sam Polk.
Like I said, I was thinking of going to the Mets-Yankees game on Wednesday. I'm not sure if I want. I've been to a Yankees game, not a Mets-Yankees game, Yankee game down in the brand new Yankee Stadium when it was 93 degrees out. I'll never forget it. It was the first couple years of the stadium, and the Yankees lost 10-3, I think it was, to Baltimore. It was still a fun time, but just anytime it's in the 90s, humidity in New York City. Sam Polk up with one down.
That's a New York National Guard strikeout.
So 2 down.
Now batting the first baseman, number 30, Chase Fisher.
Chase Fisher. Hefty swing. 0-2 down to their last strike. It's fouled back to the net. And strike 3. So the Steamers go out on a high note, and the 2023 season comes to an end.
One man left on base. Your final score on the Ryan Agency scoreboard: Steamers 11, Oilers 3.
11-3 is your final score here. So good luck to the Steamers, their families, and
that finishes up the
everybody else.
Season for the Steamers. We'd like
I want to thank the league for running such a great league.
Travel home safely.
Paul Welker for the general manager of Hornell as well. And they're going to shake hands, and good luck to the Oilers as they move on and play for the NYCBL championship. So we'll quickly take a look your final standings. The Steamers improved to 15-24. The Oilers dropped 25-16. Some of those other standings did change there with those late games. Didn't have a chance, and these graphics are made up ahead of time, so I don't have a chance to update them. So I want to thank my advertisers, thank all the viewers. Without you and without the advertisers, this wouldn't be possible. We'll see you, hopefully. Some of you I know will be joining me in watching the Hornell High School sporting events that we start at the end of August. But until then, thanks again, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your summer. We'll see you then.